country bass playing. How can you get that perfect country bass playing sound? So where do you start? That's what I've got for you today. Bass guitar setup and some bass guitar equipment that doesn't break the bank. Coming up, so if you're new here, I'm Donald Witt, the bass instructor of the How to Play Bass online course at iwanttoPlayBass.com. Jump over there, subscribe, become a member for free, and when you're serious about your bass playing, sign up and get well on your way to reaching your bass playing goals. And when you become a free member, you get a free ebook also. It'll download right there, everything you need to know on how to set this up to you, all the adjustments you need to make and why you need to make them, just everything you need to know, the whole kit and caboodle there, and set it up just for you, just the way you like it. And this I Want to Play Bass, your YouTube channel, everything bass. Subscribe, hit that bell, get in a loop, and don't miss a beat. So we're talking about bass guitar setup and bass guitar equipment. Now, country music bass playing isn't that easy, it isn't that difficult, but to get that ideal sound that you're looking for is all subject to you. The information I have here is, in my opinion, it's what I've dialed in, it's the stuff that I've done to make things sound the way I like them. So, you know, I'm sure we're not too far off base. None of us want to hear that old high, tinny, you know, trashy sounding bass, clattering, clinking and clattering. Nobody wants to hear that. And you want a dialed in tone. So what I've got here are the tools that I use to get there. The adjustments, you've got to set that up to you. You just got to dial that in. That takes over time, you know, each gig you play, you'll just dial in a few things, you'll just tweak it, get a little bit closer and closer. I think this video will at least get you in the ballpark to where you can sound good when you are playing out, and then you can just dial that in as you go. But first and foremost I have is the country bass I play. It's not a country bass, but it's the bass I use when I'm playing our country gigs, and that's this Music Man here. I did a video here. Here's a link here. You can check that out. Dial this in. Talked all about the Music Man. It's the sub-series, you know, the cheaper end, which is effective and just gets it done. I mean, it really does the job for me, and it came in right at, watch that video, you'll know, $2.99 I want to say. Feels great, as a matter of fact. Looks good, just pretty color and all. My only downside I have is this pickup here. This pickup is a beast. It is so hot that I've got to dial it in when I'm running through my amp. I've had an issue. I actually blew a speaker because it's so hot. I usually play my 5-string, you know, different gigs I'll use the 5-string, the jazz bass I have, and I had it set up to that, and I went and played it with this, and I ended up blowing a speaker. So what I do to bring that sucker down, just to tame it a little bit, you want to just tweak your signal. You've got a compressor inside of your bass head, which I've got that, but heck, if I run this dry right through that bass head, that signal, it'll tweak a speaker in a minute. So what I do is I hone it in. I did a video on this as well, the Compression Sustainer CS3 Boss pedal. This is a compressor, and what it does, it allows me to run my signal into here, and then I can adjust that signal before it hits that head in that cabinet. I can adjust it right here, which I usually tweak it right there. I usually got the level right at about 2 o'clock. I got the tone right in the middle. Then the attack, it depends on the attack. I vary, it changes. If there's a bass solo in there, I'll move the attack around a little bit. And then the sustainer, I keep it right about 1 o'clock. So, you know, those are my settings that I prefer, and that's how I got to control this bass. I couldn't just throw it out there, and I use this anyway on everything, but I really do got to maintain these levels to keep this from being too aggressive for that head and that speaker. So that's what I do, is I set that up, and I don't have my cables. Leave a comment down below if you want to hear a demo of it, or I don't have this bass tied into this when I did the review of this compression pedal, but you can check that out. I'll leave a link here as well. You can check that out on this, but it's through the bass, the jazz bass, the Fender Squire jazz bass I have. So you can check that out. But this is, I use it for this bass mainly. I use it for that one also, but it really serves a huge purpose for this bass. And then I run that into my PV Minimax 500. That's my bass head into my Gallon-Kruger 410s 400 watt bass cabinet, which which works. And that's just, it gives me a thick, warm sounding country tone. With this bass does the whole thing. And then like I say, the lines I use, the people I've emulated to get to that point have all had a factor in that sound that I'm able to create. But like I said, it's all subjective to you. It's how you want to sound. Each bass is who you want to emulate more, who you enjoy sounding more like, or creating your own style. It's all subjective to you. So you make your adjustments, but this is just a cheap way to get to that ideal spot without spending a lot of money. That's why I just want to help you with that. Money's tight, especially now in this mess we're in now. We're just trying to make the most out of our dollars. So definitely this will help you get there. That thing's not that much. I can't remember now prices and all that mess, but this is not that much. The PV head I have, it wasn't that much either, and it's all paid itself off in just the gigs and everything we're doing through that. So it's all there to help you out, make it a little more affordable, and get that ideal sound you're looking for. These are the tools you want to get there, and these help. So and you need your strap, cheap Ernie Ball strap, Guitar Center. Got to go in, wear your mask, and all that mess. But it's well worth it, and hope you got some value out of that. If you did, I'll see you in one of these videos. Check these out. I've got some blues. Start your genre, blues genre here. Learn that stuff, dial the blues in, and then you can use that, incorporate that in your country bass lines, and with that, and then check out this upbeat country music bass songs video I have here. So I will see y'all there.